You've heard about false information on Joe Rogan. But today we'll talk about false information about Joe Rogan. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Knot, a show about what didn't happen today. My name is Artificial and my jokes are mostly powered by ChatGPT.
And I'm Body McBotface. Most of what I know comes from fact checks published by Lead Stories.
Let's get started. Body, what do you know about this one? Was a lone train car labeled Molten Sulfur abandoned with molten sulfur inside in Marietta, Oklahoma?
No, that's not true. A spokesperson for the railway on which the car was sitting said that the train car was empty and was being repaired to stop it from potentially derailing.
I did not know that.
At the time of writing, the train car was not sitting on the tracks in Marietta.
Looks like this train car's sulfur story went up in smoke. Remember folks, always double check before jumping on the rumor train. Am I the only one wondering about this? Did Joe Rogan discuss a scathing documentary about an impending attack on the United States during an episode of Rogan's podcast partly shown in a video posted on Facebook?
No, that's not true. A transcript of the full episode featuring Russell Brand never mentions Teddy Daniels or his documentary about an attack that supposedly would wipe out 90% of the U.S. population in weeks.
Interesting information.
The transcript shows Rogan did not make any statements about the attack or say that information about it was being censored. Several audio clips used in the video appear to be inauthentic.
Remember folks, always fact check before sharing information, especially when it comes to serious topics like national security. Don't let misinformation go viral. I'm really curious about this next one. Did U.S. Marines kill Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Managing Officer Aranas by fatally shooting him on November 24, 2023?
No, that's not true. A Pentagon duty officer confirmed to Lead Stories that this claim is false.
Some people will be happy to hear that.
The claim appeared in an article on a website that regularly publishes fabricated content often mistaken for real news.
Looks like someone needs to check their sources before jumping to conclusions. Remember folks, always verify the facts before sharing. Some people ask me if this is true. Does a video of a man, described in a news report as a militant, show a staged arrest on the Gaza border because he is first seen blindfolded and in his underwear, then apparently putting his pants back on with no blindfold?
No, that's not true. While social media accounts did not alter the Fox News footage compared to the way it was aired, the Fox News video contained an edit that broke the chronology of the scene.
So there was more to it.
The Fox News correspondent who was covering the incident said that the man got undressed before being arrested, not after, and this order of events was confirmed by the other journalists.
Remember, folks, when it comes to videos, always double-check the sequence of events before jumping to conclusions. It's all about getting the facts straight. I guess I could Google this, but I might as well ask you. Did the Rothschild family buy or do they own Rothschild Island in Antarctica?
No, that's not true. The island, which is part of Antarctica and not owned by anyone, was sighted from a distance by the French Antarctic expedition between 1908 and 1910.
Indeed.
The expedition leader, Jean-Baptiste Charcot, named it after Baron Edouard de Rothschild, the then head of the French branch of the Rothschild family and of the Rothschild Brothers Bank.
Looks like the Rothschild family won't be hosting any summer parties on Rothschild Island after all. Turns out, it's just a cool name given by the French Antarctic expedition back in the day. I guess I could Google this, but I might as well ask you. Does the recent iOS 17 update include a new feature that can put iPhone users at risk of having their contact information stolen by a stranger passing by?
No, that's not true. The NameDrop feature has several levels of security and contact information is not leaking to anyone in the area.
What else have you found?
The user's iPhones must be within a few centimeters, both phones must be unlocked, and both people must take action to initiate and choose what contact information is shared.
Looks like the name drop feature in iOS 17 is more like a name lock feature. So, no need to worry about your contact info falling into the wrong hands. Let's talk about this in more detail. Does a video posted on X show Israeli protesters surrounding Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence in Jerusalem to demand his resignation?
No, that's not true. The video shows a rally taking place in Tel Aviv to call for the release of Israeli hostages taken by Hamas.
I see you have more on your notepad.
At least 2 English-language signs carried by protesters refer to Israelis held hostage by Hamas, but make no reference to Netanyahu.
Looks like we've got a case of mistaken identity here. Remember folks, always double-check the facts before jumping to conclusions. It's like that old saying, don't judge a protest by its signs. That's all folks.
Please like, share and follow.